Hi everyone, this is your girl Bright Eyes and I'm here with another tutorial, and I'm going to show you how to use auto punch on PE Design Plus. So the first thing you want to do is I will go to image and click right here, and it has auto punch, cross stitching, folder 1, folder 2. So I'm going to click on auto punch. Now, um, right here, I want to use this image, okay? But if you decided, right, I'm gonna use this image, but if you decided that you want to do an like go in your file to open, you will click File Image. I'll click Cancel. So I will click on Open Images, which is right here, right? And you could browse through your folder, or you could on your desktop wherever you have your file saved. So now I'm going to click Cancel. Okay, so I already colored the background a different color. If you watch my other video, I think it's called the Express Stitch software, where I show you that you go to color the background. You could use Painter in Microsoft, and it's under accessories. So you color the background because we don't want to digitize the background image. We just want to digitize the image. Okay, so this is the image I'm going to use, right? And before I go, I just want to talk about opening a file, right? So at the bottom, it shows you what files it could open. It could open a BIP file, a TIFF, a GIF, a PNG, and a GIF. So if you want the file to open to use auto punch, you have to save it under these files. So I just want to go over that briefly. Okay, so I'm going to cancel. So this is the image I'm going to use, right? And I'm going to go next. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to click next again. Now, it removed the background color for me, okay? If I wanted to add a mask outline, it could do that, okay? But I don't want to, because I just want the image, right? So it's gonna automatically reduce as much colors as it can. So I'm gonna do this. So this is what I want. Okay, and before I digitize it, I just want to go over this briefly. Okay, so the only thing is, before I finalize it, it's missing an eye, but we will fix that after we digitize it, right? So I'm going to click Finish. I like how everything looks, so I'm going to click Finish. Okay, so now it digitized. For me, it removed the background. But this is a situation. He doesn't have an eye. So I'm going to go here to View. And I just want to show you a couple things, okay? So in the View bar, it shows what it will look like. This is how it's going to look like once it's done embroidery. Now, if I want to save it on Stitch, which this is what I like personally, I like to save it as this. This is how it's going to look, right? Or if you want it in solid colors, it will show you solid colors. So this is just a preference how you want your image show on the computer, but when it is done, it's going to look like this. Okay, so I'm going to click Stitch. If you see on the left corner right here, I'm going to click Stitch because that's how I like to view things. Another thing is, it is saved as mm, which I think is centimeters, right? and I want to save it in the inches. I want to view it as an inches. This is also preference. So you see this little tiny part on the left side corner that say mm. So if you don't like reading in mm, you click right here and it changed it to inches. So now I change it to inches. Okay. Over here, it also show if you want to show the grid. If you want to remove the grid, you can remove it. If you want to show the grid, you can show it. If you want to move axles, you can remove the axles. Okay? But I like the axles, so I'm going to keep it. Okay? So now that I finish with the digitize part, I'm going to go over to homes because I like working in the home panel, right? But there's something else. You know, I'm missing something else that's not showing in the window before I go to home. I want to see the order of my stitch, and it's not showing. So right here, if you click here, order of the stitch, it's going to show you over here. So now I have the order stitch panel open. Okay? If I don't want to see it, just click here. You want to see it? Click here. Okay? So it is showing me the order stitch panel, and I'm just making sure it goes in order, because when we're ready to stitch, we don't want to be constantly changing the thread. Okay, so it just, I guess this is just when it shows where it's on. It's on the color white because that's the first one it's gonna do. So let's click here. Here, if you want to change the color, I'm not going to change the color, and it shows the color at the bottom left to your right. And click on stitch attributes. It shows right here. Maybe after you embroidery the design, maybe you don't like how it looks, you go here to change the stitch attributes. Okay, so we are finished digitizing. So the final thing is I need to go back to homes. I like working in homes. So I'm going to go to homes, right? And Snoopy is missing an eye. So let me just minimize this page because I need to see what Snoopy look like before I draw an eye on him. Okay, I have a picture of Snoopy right here. Let me see if he has an eye in this photo. He does have an eye on this one. Okay, so his eye is right above there. It looks like I drew it there. Want to save change? No. Okay, so I'm going to draw his eyes. So I'm going to go on this panel. Before I draw his eyes, right, I'm going to click the shape tool that I want, and I want to go with the outline here. Okay, and I'm going to look to see what color this is. The outline is hopefully will be white. I mean black. But anyway, let me go back to homes, and I'm going to click this plus symbol right here, and I'm going to make him a little bigger. Okay, I think that's, I'll make him a little bit small. Okay, that's reasonable for me. So I'm going to make sure the shape tool, and I'm going to click here, and I'm just going to draw like a line here. Now that I finish, I'm gonna go. I am not seeing him because it's probably on a different color. So I'm gonna click on the color chart. Okay, it says no line. That's why I'm not seeing him. And I'm gonna click the run a stitch and the select tool. I'm gonna click the select tool and it says low line. So I'm gonna click run a stitch. Okay, now it shows. And yes, I do want a black thread. Should I make it? Let me see what happens if I do. Okay, that's the only option I have is the black thread, the running stitch. So I'm going to have to use that. So I'm going to use the running stitch. And now I'm going to go back to Homes. I drew his eye. And I'm going to zoom out. Okay. Now I'm going to take my select tool. Okay, so now he is perfect. Let's see how he looks with the oh, let me get the select tool because I don't want to waste time drawing. And let me see if I can find him on this chart here. Okay, he's all the way at the bottom, so we don't have to worry about changing the thread color and all of that, right? Okay, so everything is looking perfect, and we go to the view. Let me see what he's gonna look like when this is what he's gonna look like when it's finished digitizing. So now he got an eye. So okay, so now I'm finished. I'm gonna go get my UPS stick, which is right here, and I'm gonna save the file. So I'm gonna go to Homes, go to this beautiful flower icon right here to save my files. I'm gonna say save as, and I'm definitely gonna save it as the PES because that's the embroidery machine I have, and I'm gonna call it and I'm gonna save it in the UPS. Let me see where's this is where I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save. Okay, so now I'm gonna minimize my window and I'm gonna turn on the embroidery machine. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna go in my UPS stick. I'm gonna look for the file. And I'm gonna click here. And I'm gonna click set. And it's kind of big, so I'm gonna edit it. Shrink the size. So it's gonna fit the 5x5 by 5x7 hoop. Okay, so the first thread is white. Okay, so here's the thing. I just put it on my embroidery machine. The hoop size I picked is a 4x4, and when I transport it to my embroidery machine, it makes it larger. I don't want it so large. I really want it small, so I'm gonna change the size. even though this is made for a 4x4 hoop, I'm going to change the size of the image on the computer and make it a lot smaller, because on this collect, so I'm going to click at the bottom, select all, so it's all selected, and I'm going to shrink it down, and I'm going to click move to the center right here. If you see that button, move to the center and click it here. Okay, and now I'm going to save it, but I gotta get my UPS stick. Oh, I'll put it in the wrong color. Okay, so now I'm gonna save it. Save it. Replace it. Okay, so now I saved it. So I'm gonna remove the stick. Put in the stick. Okay, it's a lot smaller. Perfect. Because I don't want it any bigger. This is perfect, so it worked. So I'm gonna embroidery, and it's gonna take only 17 minutes. Great. Okay. I already threaded it, so I'm just gonna press it down. Hey, so I just noticed something. I was about to embroidery. I thought red was the next color, but I saw there was blue, and the background was blue, so it picked up the blue background under the shoes, and I didn't realize it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip it, and I'm gonna go to the next embroidery design, which is red, because I don't need that little small blue background that was gonna go on the shoes. So I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna press the foot down, and it's gonna start embroidering the red. In the meantime, while it does that, while it's in embroidery in the red, I'm gonna go back to my computer and fix the problem. And I'm gonna show you how. Because I missed it, I didn't even see it there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for the blue color. You see, it's right there, and I didn't even know. So I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom, or quicker, just blow this up Okay, and I'm going to take my select tool, click on it so I can find it. I'm going to have to change the bobbin. I'm going to click on it. Let me click, okay. It won't allow me to click on it, so I'm going to make it larger so I could be able to click on it. And get the select tool. See. Let's see if I find it. There it goes. It did not work when I click on the blue. So, but there it is anyway. So there it goes, right? So y'all see it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Homes, click on it twice because it wouldn't allow me to delete it. So I click on it twice and I'm gonna go delete. Now it's not there, and I'm gonna take or go here. I'm gonna go click on the minus. Okay, so now it's all fixed, and I would save it. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the embroidery. I'm gonna show you what they look like, and it also have these lines. It's not so bad because the image is really small. But in the next video, I will show how to fix that situation, which I call ghost stitching. But everything else came out good except here and the gaps here. Alright, so in the next video, I will show you how to fix it. But other than that, it came out really great. Alright, I'll see y'all later.